This post-match report is proudly brought to you by Complete Sports Management, more footy, less admin, and Stat Guru, when numbers matter.
Here at Watmore Park again, this time with Greg, the winning coach from St Mary's, who got up today by 98 points. So Greg, we had players today like Kaplan and Kassan who had over 15 touches and multiple score involvements. Were there any other players that you thought stood out?
Oh, those two you mentioned had really good games. I thought young Connor Gedge played a ripper. And eventually when we warmed up a bit, our back flank line there with Joseph Maggio, Ryan Boquette, Mitch Hocking, really ran and carried the ball forward for us.
Well, you were down at the end of the first quarter, and then in the second quarter I think you came out and kicked 4 unanswered goals within the first 5 minutes. Was there a strong message of, we really got to put this team to the sword early? Or
yeah, there was. I think that first quarter threw us a little bit because, they only had 16 players. So all of a sudden that changed our setup a little bit. But, yeah, you're right. At quarter time I spoke to them about, hey, we've got to play accountable football, whoever we play against. So let's get our head back in the game. And they really responded really well.
Just lastly, next week a huge game. You're playing Ivanhoe, who are sit below you. They're 4th and you're 3rd. And playing away too, how big of a task is that going to be to try and beat them?
Oh, I think it's going to be a big challenge for us, a really big challenge. Look, every week I think each game's pretty tough, but I think Ivanhoe, there's a little bit of, not history, but a lot of boys who know each other, might go to school with each other, so I think it's going to be a really tough game for us, really tough game.
Righto, well thanks for your time and congratulations on the win.
Thanks, Ollie.
Cheers.
Thanks very much.
After managing a win in similar conditions last week, what was the game plan today, taking on the 3rd place, St Mary's?
We came in today with 16 and so none on the bench again, which is a problem every single week. But so last week we kind of ran out of legs towards the end of the game, and we luckily got a big enough lead last week and were able to hold on to it and ended up winning by 9 points. So we put a bit of focus on before the game, just not trying to just play fast footy the whole time. When we can, just slow it down, chip it around, and really take a bit of the sting out of the game. Obviously, first quarter was pretty rapid, and we got off to a good start, and then just ran out of legs again. Just couldn't keep up with them.
Well, on running out of legs, the second quarter, one of your better players, Jack Alexander, went down with a knee to the head. How serious is that injury?
Yeah, it was pretty unfortunate. He came off with blood on his ear and blood on his mouth. I think he got whacked right on the teeth, but he just had a thumping headache, he said, and he ducked off in the third quarter. But he wanted to go back on as he would. He's a battler, but just concussion protocols nowadays wouldn't allow him. So had to play it safe and keep him on the bench with us.
Fair enough. So just lastly, next week you take on Surrey Hills. There are 2 games ahead of you on the ladder. What type of mindset are you going into that game with?
It'll be last game before the holiday, so hopefully we'll have a full strength side in, which will be really good. We haven't been able to do it much this season, but I'll back our boys in that when we do have 24, that I think we can match it with the best side. So we'll place an emphasis on moving the ball quickly, and we'll get our interchange numbers up. Hopefully we won't run out of legs by halfway through the second quarter, which has been a bit of an issue.
Righto, well thanks for your time, Tim, and all the best for next week.
Thank you.
Cheers.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.